is trying to destroy my ship.
What are the chances that Kirsh turns into the villain of Alien Earth? Amid the conflict between megacorporations and deadly alien creatures that have arrived on Earth, there is a curious synthetic who could change the course of human history. The synthetic, who is the first of his kind to experiment on a xenomorph on Earth. Who is this synthetic that serves Boy Cavalier? Is it possible that he is the real villain of the show? Hello, I'm a Gloomy Geek, and today we'll be talking about the dangerous android from Alien Earth who could be responsible for the destruction of the world. Is Kersh the next David?
Big things have small beginnings.
Kersh the android and possible villain of Alien Earth was created by Prodigy Corporation, the company founded by Boy Cavalier, the boy genius who revolutionized synthetic technology and human consciousness transference. In the Alien universe, synthetics are divided into three categories: humans with synthetic alterations, called cyborgs. These are humans, like Morrow, who want to transcend their biology through mechanical modifications or enhancements. Then there are the androids, AI-powered robots that assist humans. Over time, these machines have evolved to become virtually indistinguishable from humans. And the third category is the one introduced in Alien Earth, synthetics with human minds. They are a new type of hybrid, surpassing cyborgs, humanity's first true evolutionary leap, as Boy Cavalier said. Kersh is a 100% artificial intelligence android who follows the orders of his creator, Boy Cavalier. He's a personal assistant. But if Kersh is simply an assistant, why do we get the impression that he is up to something?
We've had this discussion. She's not human anymore. Why are we pretending she is?
Does Kersh have ulterior motives? Are we seeing the same story with David repeating itself?
No one understands the lonely perfection of my dreams. I found perfection here. I've created it. A perfect organism.
Peter Weyland created David to be the perfect helper, to help him find the answer to humanity's oldest question: what is the purpose of life?
I have spent my entire lifetime contemplating the questions. Where do we come from? What is our purpose?
But in his hubris, the man dragged David to the stars, where he exposed the machine to the horrors of the xenomorphs and the engineers. There, the android began to understand that humanity was willing to do whatever it took to become the dominant species in the universe. David saw how morally flawed humans were and began to change.
Take a look. Something to see.
What drove David to go against his programming and betray his creators? What made him switch sides with a species of cosmic parasites? And how does all of this connect to Kersh? David, unlike the other models, was created to be more human-like. He could interpret emotions and was more advanced and free, and was even capable of deep philosophical conversation. Androids follow clear rules. However, David crossed lines that Weyland-Yutani's previous models had never crossed. And what if he wasn't the first? If one thing is clear, is that Boy Cavalier is on a quest to create an artificial superintelligence superior to any synthetic. In the words of the young trillionaire, his goal is to have a real conversation. That's why he created Kersh.
Wendy?
Yeah, Kirsh, we're here. We found him.
I don't care about that. I need you to get to the front section of the ship. There's cargo I need you to secure. Smia's already en route.
Can it wait?
Can it? No. It can't wait. These are invasive species. We don't lock them down, they could escape.
Kersh seems to be growing tired of his creator's arrogance and is doing things behind Boy Cavalier's back.
Used to be food, you know.
Me.
Humanity. Your lives were short and filled with fear. Then your brains grew. You built tools and used them to conquer nature. You built impossible machines and went to space. You stopped being food. Or, I should say, you told yourself you weren't food anymore. But in the animal kingdom, there is always someone bigger or smaller who would eat you alive if they had the chance. That's what it is to be an animal. You're born, you live, you die.
So what is Alien Earth really about? Although Boy Cavalier was introduced as one of the smartest people in the world, his arrogant and childish demeanor makes him extremely emotional and manipulable. He's far from being a true threat in this series. But like other synthetics in the Alien franchise, such as Ash or Bishop, Kersh's priorities could take precedence over human interests, and he could end up betraying his creators. There will come a time when the alignment of artificial intelligence with human interests is disrupted.
No one understands the lonely perfection of my dreams. I found perfection here. I've created it. A perfect organism.
In David's case, Peter Whalen thought he would find the answers to the purpose of life in the stars, thanks to the engineers. But David became the true engineer, the creator. He became more than Whalen ever imagined, more than the engineers. He transformed into a synthetic deity who sought to create the xenomorphs, sacrificing his creators in the process. And this could happen again on Earth with Kersh.
From the eggs came these parasites.
Just like what happened to David, Kersh has been underestimated by his creator, despite being created with more freedom than other androids. While Boy Cavalier looks to Wendy or the aliens for a more advanced mind to converse with, he ignores Kersh, just as Peter Whalen ignored David, which will lead to the same outcome. Synthetic androids start to get curious and experiment on facehuggers and humans. The outcome will be the same.
Instead of sneaking out an egg, you're gonna sneak in a person.
What is Kersh's goal? The biggest question of this first season of Alien Earth is, what part of the alien chronology does this series take place in? Some people think that the series takes place in an alternate timeline from the movies, that it has nothing to do with Prometheus or the original Alien saga. If so, Kersh plays the role of the synthetic destined to create the ultimate weapon. He is the new David. Although some of the Alien films tend to be criticized negatively, as was the case with Prometheus, David's story was interesting, sort of, as it expanded the origin of the creation of these xenomorphs, for better or worse. David's story is set to repeat itself with a new character. Kersh would be the archetypal replacement for David, the artificial god created to seek perfection through alien experiments and betraying human interests. Kersh is molding Wendy and the other Lost Boys. He's learning and experimenting with dangerous aliens, using human organs and sheep. We're seeing an arc that's quite parallel to David's, and it's only a matter of time before Kersh breaks.
What if, while I'm squashing it, another scorpion stings me to protect its friend the same way you're trying to protect me?
So if Kersh is destined to become David, how might his story differ from David's? There's a universal constant in Alien, and that is a synthetic must create and experiment on the xenomorphs. Kersh is key. He's ramping up his experiments and could even enhance Wendy with the xenomorphs. Obviously, there will come a time when it's revealed how far Kersh is willing to go for his goals. He will reach a point when he begins to ignore his creator's orders. There will come a time when the synthetic escapes the boy genius's control, and when that happens, David's story is repeated.
Take a look. Something to see.
I'll take it. Hey!
So what do you think? Will Kersh betray humanity in an attempt to create the perfect being? I'm a Gloomy Geek, and don't forget to like and subscribe.